Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Passes short and sharp.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box.
There's the shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And he's in on goal. Gullit. Gerrard can see things others simply cannot. And this is Nedved.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, it's come loose. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it out wide. And it's Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball. Well read, nice interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, chance for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. He has found the way through. Terrific header. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This their second corner of the game. There's the header. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Bronckhorst. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Tries to pass it through. Tries to... Big header! There it is! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, important interception. Gerrard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tika looking to be a menace in the final third. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the finish! And he shoots! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a
Oh, he's having a shot! Really well taken goal. And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lahm. Now, can they get him away? Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just eases him off the ball. Pull it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the shot! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19, Ibrahimovic.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Nedved. Nesta. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Osimhen. Pirlo. He's found a way through. The ball goes in. And he's let fly. Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Messi. And here's Messi. And this is Nedved. Plays it across.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Messi. And this is Messi. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The final seconds now. Bergomi. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Osimhen, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes...
Oh, what a climb! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Hullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has been knocked clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well read, nice interception. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Hullet. There they go, hunting in packs. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's on it, can he get away? Pirlo. Pirlo's cross. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Pirlo goes short. Maldini. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. And it's Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now this could be a chance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. 15 minutes till half-time. Yaya Toure. Zico. Alvarez. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta. Pirlo. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Very nicely done. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. That's a little off target. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's lofted through here. Here comes the cross! Smashing! Oh, it's hit the post! Rummenigge chasing after it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bergkamp. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played in deep. Lomez. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. The action is back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Alvarez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo is strong enough. Now then, the ball's come loose. That looks a decent ball. Van Bronckhorst, terrific header! Pass somewhat off target. Pull it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Alvarez. Can he get it through? Vieira cuts out the pass, and back to the keeper they go. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pirlo! Tremendous from Pirlo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And that's played in low. Vieira gets rid without sophistication. Pirlo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Yaya Toure.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pull it. Closing in on goal. Shoots! It's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Salah. And he's managed to get free. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 15.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Changement en cours.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for them.
Great chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, The angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Vieira. And here's Shevchenko. Hullet. He's got away. Elects to cross. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And it's Shevchenko. Hullet. Yaya Toure. Mbappe powering, has a shot!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Pirlo taking in the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot.
Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a sharp pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So, a breakthrough. Tries a shot! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nedved. That has not gone well. He has found the way through. Vieira. Rui Costa. Davids. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jordi Alba receives. Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this moment.
Messi gets through and shoots! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all
real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pirlo does really well to win the ball there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's made its way to him. Crosses it in. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Not the best distribution from the keeper. 30 minutes gone. Jordi Alba receives it in a good position here. And here's Osimhen, brilliantly cut out. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Ronaldinho! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, that was vital. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's the shot! Mbappe is magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So now the difference is 3.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Jordi Alba. Now the cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. Jordi Alba. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Peeler.
Here we go again then.
Is number
So,
15,
45 minutes to
Messi.
turn it round. Messi! Oh, it rattles the bar. Tries from distance. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rui Costa. Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's not got that quite right. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No foul, says the referee. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that's an excellent interception. That's a look and plays it forward. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Almost an hour gone. Looking to play him in. Osimhen is onto this. Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, can he get onto this? And he's worked it through. And Messi! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's only too happy to take that back. He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Substitution in progress.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi finds himself offside. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely... Great chance! So what can they make of this? Roberto Carlos. Osimhen. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Now it's Pelé. Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos, played in with purpose.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Pirlo. Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Applies the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Thuram with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yamal. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. He is through here. Can he finish? Pull it. Looking for options for movement. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's chosen to go back. And here's Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to play it through. Buffon claims comfortably. Great vision. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Marquez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Pele. Knocks it out wide. Now, that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi hurtling down that right flank, looking to play him in. Tries a shot! He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Roberto Carlos, he's got away. Pele. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's played into the area. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half then, just getting going. And it's Ronaldinho.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Roberto Carlos, he can run onto that. He's found some space. Shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Thuram. Yamal is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. And he can clear it away. Messi. Varane spots it and intercepts. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! He scores! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Messi.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Número
fact.
20. Se está
So
realizando
all
un
square
cambio.
and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rui Costa's cross. And he's there to clear it. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's good play. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. ¿Lo reemplazará? Se va a realizar un cambio.
And it's Del Piero. And here's Dembele. Gattuso. Oh, super. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task.
Climbs up big! So close to drawing level.
Kohler really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And here's Del Piero. And he's had it nicked away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pedro Neto. He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rui Costa has it out wide and in
Se van a
space.
jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Can he spark a counter here? Threads one in. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vinicius Junior going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's found a way past. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that's it. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.